All right, hair's a mess. God, look at that hair. All right, so title, is it clickbait? A little bit, but not really. So I got very little to say on the intro stuff. We're gonna give it just a moment before we actually dive into things. Um, because I want to, not for any particular reason, but specifically because I want to. And this is my stream, and I'm doing things at my pace. Fine, fuck you, keys. Ugh. So today, oh, let's just go back to here. Today, I kind of just want to go over a little something. We've got culture and policy to talk about. Those are the two real quick things, and they're going to be round up into this video because I don't have a whole lot to say on these two subjects that other people haven't already said. Culture. What the fuck even is culture? Well, culture is kind of a collection of traits and values, like not physical, but like values and other such things that are tied to like a geographical area. Like California has a different culture than Texas and Oklahoma and shit like that. So a lot of it is based on geography and the way you're raised, the values that you're raised around, the kinds of other influences you're raised by. Culture is a very ever changing and kind of a almost a nebulous thing, really. Like, what the fuck is, for example, American culture? What the fuck even is that? Well, it's nothing really. There are aspects to cultures that are worth protecting. There are aspects of cultures that should change. There is no one culture that I think is good, no one culture I think is bad. Culture is not a genetic factor. It's just not. Okay? Keep that in your head. So if you want to address something that is a cultural problem, you can't do it through any sort of targeting of a group based on genetics. None of that can happen. If you want to change, if you want cultural influences and cultural change, you have to expose people to the cultural changes you want to see happen. Which actually leads over into the other portion of this, which is policy. Can policy help affect a culture? Yes. Easily. I will throw that out. No fucking problem saying that. Yeah. Yeah, policy can affect culture. And we've seen this. There used to be a time here in the United States, here in America, where the culture involved things like fucking cocaine in your drinks and your cough syrup, heroin in your cough syrup, shit like that. It was just part of the culture. There were just drugs that were available that you could use. There was a whole bunch of shit that actually was a little different, but there were aspects to the American way of life, to the culture that is in America, that changed when certain policies, like the war on drugs, this is just a very off the cuff example, by the way, the war on drugs actually targeted. A lot of things changed. There wasn't dietary cocaine, shit like that. It wasn't in your energy drinks or your soft drinks. Like Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it, doesn't have it anymore. And this shift, not only did it lead to a change in people's diets and shit like that, it also led to a change in attitude about the very things that used to be commonplace. It went from, oh, this soda has cocaine as part of its recipe, to, if you do cocaine, you're a criminal thug who deserves to be in prison for life. This was all down to a policy that was pushed. So, very simple, very basic, pretty short little thing. You can affect culture with policy implementation. Easy. I'll make that call any day of the week. Can we actually use policy to push people left? To change the culture of the area we live in, to make them more aware and accepting of more leftist ideas? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Do you think, just say that I become like fucking president of the United States or whatever, just for the example. If I come in as president of the United States, win by a super narrow margin, blah, 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 and I start going, okay, hey, here's a policy that we're going to implement. We're going to do free housing. Here you go. You don't have a house? Cheers. You rent a place? Here's a fucking stipend or a bonus or stimulus or whatever the fuck you want to call it, a zero interest rate loan that doesn't have to be paid back, whatever the fuck you want to call it, subsidy. You can buy this house from your landlord. You don't have a house at all, we will provide you with essentially efficiency apartment type things. Maybe something a little bit bigger. You have 4 or 5 fucking properties? Well, sorry about you. Do you think that suggestion, the implementation of that policy, would push people further left? I mean, you may get some people like the landlords who are cut out of their consistent income on the basis of being able to hoard property. They might move a little bit to the right. They may be like, I don't like this bullshit, and they'll lose their shit and they'll fucking go off and start joining with the more conservative elements of society. But I think the vast majority of people, the people who are renting, the people who are homeless, the people who just are looking to buy a place but can't quite get there, I think those people would be pushed more to the left. Same thing with food decommodification. You can't afford fucking food, really? I mean, you have to go on food stamps. You're right in the cutoff point where you can't get food stamps because you make too much money, but you don't actually make enough money to be able to support your shit. Here you go, food. Oh, wow. What do you know? The fucking left-wing president is actually doing things to improve my life. The policies that this person is implementing is actually making me more aware of things that we could do to change the culture in this country to make them more, I don't know, egalitarian, give you greater access to freedom. Hey, what's up, Camel? There is a lot that can be said about policy. Honestly, it's one of the most, sounds a little weird to say, but it is one of the most powerful forces on the planet because policies can change cultures. And if your policy is conservative, well, you're going to get more conservative people. Yeah, I mean, you'll get a surge of, you'll get some small surge of lefties that push back against that conservative policy. But if it succeeds in passing and it sits around for 4+ years, and it's not like the detention centers under Trump or whatever. It's not like outright brutal like that, but it's just the war on drugs. People don't see it as a war on drugs, being a target against groups of people, being damaging to communities. They don't see it that way. They see it as trying to clean up crime. And it does matter a little bit how you spin it. but policy in and of itself, the policy like the war on drugs, did change the culture of America, as an example. What I'm talking about, Camel, is how policy and culture can have an interplay with each other. And that policy can sway culture towards different ideas. That is what I am talking about. If you disagree with me, I hate to inform you, but you were factually incorrect. Like, provably so. So the point I'm very meanderingly getting to here is, yeah, what we need to be doing is trying to get more left-leaning policies implemented to change the culture of America from a conservative shithole to being something that it approximates at least starting to represent the values that America supposedly stood for, like, you know, freedom and equality and all the good shit. Because the way I see it, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, without undeterred access to medical care that is taken care of by the state, without access to a home, without access to food and other resources needed for life, which are ever expanding in the technological age. You kind of need internet. You kind of need electricity. These things are almost a necessity at this point. Electricity for sure. I mean, foods need to be refrigerated. A lot of them do. So if you want people to have a life of dignity and decency, we've got work to do. We've got to start pushing more left-leaning policies. So let's fucking get on it, okay? We can do this. I know we can. I I believe in you. Little 10-minute video ready to be edited down and thrown up onto the YouTubes for later. Let's go back to here. And we're going to go ahead and begin the other shit, and we'll have just kind of discussions. But right now, this is the key. This is the thing that I'm most concerned with. Yeah, see, this should be coming specifically into my headset. So Destiny 2 here came out with their Dara is red now. Dara is red. As in, like, it's conservative? Is that what you mean? Under state control? Oh, so it's, yeah, conservative. Under the control of Bashar al Assad, who is uh, essentially a fascist. So, yep, honestly, I support the Free Syrian Army. You ain't taking Rojava, I promise you that.
私はマラソブ、リーフの女王。背部から人類を守るため大きな犠牲を払いました。すべてを失った私の艦隊、私の兄、そして多くの同胞たち。夢見る都市が崩れ落ちる姿を目にしました。オリックスに汚され、サバスに呪われる様。今私は聖地を取り返すために舞い戻ります。そう、背部の手からその地を奪い返すため。あなたも私から大切なものを奪いましたね。 ですがあなたは全てを敵とみなす必要はないということも学んだ。今特別な機会が与えられた。目の前の道は危険な選択肢に満ちています。ガーディアン、賢明な判断。
I really do hope that the Free Syrian Army and Rojava do manage to take down Bashar al-Assad. I've looked into a lot of stuff, especially since you've come in here into my chat and been talking about how the SSNP is a left wing group, and I've done some looking into it, and they are not a fucking left wing group. They are the furthest right political party in Syria.
Guardian, 一緒に来てくれてありがとう。
So
イコラはオシリスの
your
拘束
support
を
of
命
Assad, the more I look into it, the more disgusting it is. I know exactly why the Syrian civil war started, and it's because Assad is a
夢見る
fucking
都市から連れ帰る
brutal
役目を買って出た
dickhead
オシリスはそこにいるはずだ
who, because there were people who decided to be inflammatory to Kurds during a football match
繰り返していたが
between a predominantly Kurdish area and a predominantly Arab area, the Arab population was extraordinarily hostile to the Kurdish population.
まるで
Fights broke out, and then only Kurdish people were killed by Assad's forces, which started the entire civil war because they were tired of being fucking brutalized by a fascist dictator like Assad. Is it because I'm American and you assume I don't know any better?
こちらは反対側から目的地点を目指すどこも背部だらけだ奴らを挟み撃ちにしてやろう防衛線を突破してオシリスの信号の発信源で合流しよう
Oh no. Please. Well, see, lucky for or unlucky for you, I actually have a lot of resources at my disposal to be able to get information. And a few of the people that I get information from are from Syria, buddy. This isn't 1980s where access to people from the other side of the fucking planet was hard to come by, and you just had to accept narratives given to you by the media. See, there's this thing that you're to communicating with me over. It's called the internet, and the internet has allowed for great things like me being able to talk to a bunch of people. That's yes, I know you live there. Guess what? Luna Oe lives in Vietnam, and she lies about Vietnam all the fucking time. Somebody living in a place doesn't mean pretty much. It almost means jack shit to me, honestly, because people lie about it all the time. Now, I've got other sources that I trust who live in Syria and who live around Syria. Oh, hold on, hold on. I'm getting a phone call stream. Give me a second. You can tell me personal stories, but if they contradict what I know from other sources that I trust more, then I mean, I'm sorry, buddy, but I can only go off of information from trustworthy sources, and I don't really know you very well. I know that you have told me things that I've been able to get contradictory evidence on, so we'll we'll work that out. But yeah, um, go ahead, drop some anecdotes in there for me, bro. No, I'm on the phone, Ian. Yes, I'm on the phone, y'all. Yes, Camel, I muted myself because I got a phone call. I'm talking on my phone. It's sitting on my keyboard. Fuck, I just want to do the story. But yeah, now I'm not on the phone, so I unmuted. But yeah, Ed, if you missed the first portion of the stream, it's not I'm not very far in right now. I'm 23 minutes, almost 24 minutes in. I already did the first segment, which is culture and policy. Um, I'm gonna be uploading that when I'm done here. I'm gonna go in and do some editing over on the thing. I need to find a better editing program than Lightworks because I don't feel like I can do a quarter of the stuff that people do on other programs that are. I mean, Adobe Premiere is absolutely fucking expensive, and I can't afford that. I just want. Yeah, I just want to do the thing. Okay, was it? Is it over here? Is this what it is? It's got to be this. Okay. Anyways, the Destiny 2 shit. All right, motherfuckers. this has to be done. This has to be shown, okay? Because this is fucking broken, and I know none of you will be able to understand this unless you watch me in Japanese or you know Japanese or whatever. They changed this shit. No, Camel. None of the people that I talk to from Syria are Sharia law Islamists. Because I don't like religion. The people I talk to are people who support Rojava. They are anarchists. They are communists. They are socialists. They are communalists. Some of them are even just social fucking democrats. So, no. With Destiny 2 shit here, okay? We've got updated subclass shit to where when you have things burning and you kill them, they blow the fuck up. Your Phoenix dive will... Check this out. You can choose direction. So you can directionalize your drop. It fucked. Oh, look at all the explosions! I'm pretty sure Sharia law Islamist extremists would fucking show that they want Sharia law. All the ones I've encountered on fucking Twitter and shit have done that openly. They're like, yeah, I want fucking Sharia law. Yeah, I want to get rid of the infidels. Yes, you need to listen to the blinding light of Allah. Like, I think you're just simping for Assad. That's it. That's all you're doing here. You're just simping for Assad. And you are coming up with every justification you can. Like, bro, if you actually care about Syria, you should be against Assad. Hold on, does a fascist party has people from all religions and beliefs as members? It's not mutually exclusive. They'll accept... fascist parties historically have accepted a lot of people that they would normally not accept, specifically to get the numbers to gain power. So, yes, to answer your question, that is a thing a fascist party would be doing. Get ruined. I want it to be known, as far as Destiny content goes, there's a lot that's changing. With Ian, I need you back on here. I need you to buy Witch Queen when that comes up, because it's going to be fucking disgusting. they are adding in weapon crafting. For one, you will be able to do like combat things to gather components to be able to build weapons. There's new weapon archetype called the glaive. It's a first-person melee weapon that also has a firing feature like a shotgun. It even sounds like a shotgun. There are new enemy type. They are Hive Guardians because Savathun has managed to be able to imbue her Hive soldiers with the light, and so we have some absolutely disgusting, over the top things that are going to be happening with Destiny. Of course, rotating rock. The standard Destiny kill you method. Oh my god, that actually counts. Oh yeah! And do you notice something different here, Ian? Do you see something with my primary ammo? Is it because of police brutality or some shit? I'm gonna go ahead and preempt this and let you know right now. I don't support every single thing the Free Syrian Army does. I don't have to still hope that they are able to overthrow Bashar al-Assad. Best part, I don't have to agree with everything they do. I don't. I can still point to them and say, I hope that they are able to take out Assad. Take him out of power. They don't, not necessarily in a violent context, but if they can get Assad out of his seat of power, I'm perfectly okay with this. Fuck you, buddy. Yeah, seeing people die is traumatic. I've been there. Not necessarily in that exact manner, but okay, what foreigners? That's the question. And I don't think that's why they executed them. I'm pretty fucking sure. I'd have to look into it more, But I can almost guarantee that that's not why they executed them. Now, if you're saying it's lucky that they didn't know you were SSNP members because you were afraid that they would kill you, I mean, I don't necessarily support you getting killed for being an SSNP member, but I'm not a big fan of far-right parties, you know?
事情がどうであれ彼を失うわけにはいかない理解が及ばなかったとしても彼の行動には目的があるはずだ
Oh, fuck yeah.
戻ってくると信じていました。
正直少し戸惑ってる。だが懐かしい気がする。以前会ったことが？
オシリス戻ってくるんだ自分がしたことの責任を取れヴァンガードなら理解してくれる
ああイコラとザバラ司令官は寛大さだけが取り柄だからなマラ女王よクロウは今やすっかり群れの一員だな
まだ間に合う。今なら許してもらえる。
気をつけろその言葉を忘れるなよ
おい
Safety
ダメだ
B, Mara, Ultron, Osiris.
オシリスは一体どこにいるんだ
武器を下ろしなさい。オシリスは生きています。
こいつを信じるのか
私たちはある合意に達した。あなたは協力してくれればいいのです。
何なんだ。
私はサバスン、ウィッチクイーン。形の姉妹、ハイブ化分の深淵、まあ好きに呼ぶといい。妹シブアラスが誰かのために私を消そうとしている。私はただ自由になりたい。マラソブは寛大にも協力を約束してくれた。
オシリスはどうなる？
仲間思いだな、コトリオ。お前が知っているオシリスは初めから私だったのだ。だが案ずることはない。彼の身の安全は保証する。そちらが協力さえしてくれればな。
欺瞞の女王よ今回ばかりは真実を語っていることを祈ろうヴァンガードは事態を把握する必要があるお前たちはここに残れ私が行く
かつて誰かが言っていました。光と暗黒の境は紙一重だと。共に境を歩みましょう。オシリスのために。これがあなたを導いてくれるでしょう。アオウ君の遺物です。受け取ってヘルムに戻りなさい。
I love you too, buddy. Because I care about all workers. I'm looking over stuff. Some more. And I haven't been able to find any... Trust me, I'm trying. Why I advocate for it. Most of what I'm advocating for is for my own country here. But for an anarchist society to work out more easily, it'd be nice if there wasn't other countries that would come in and try and take over. I don't have enough right now. Fuck off. The fuck is that? Vandermacht? This guy? This guy. Francis Vanderlubbe. Okay. This guy. Bungie.net servers are down for maintenance. That's a fucking lie. Hold up. keep getting calls, y'all. Sorry. It does distract me. Found a blame terrorist for the priest's death, but offered no details. A Jesuit priest went missing in Italy. Okay, so Islamic. Okay, so ISIS took. Okay, claim for that one. Okay, so what's his name again? Francis Vanderloo. All right, he actually. I don't actually see. He was okay. According to the governor of Homs, he was murdered by extremists from the Al Nusra Front, which is a subsection of a different group that has started to gain prominence in the Free Syrian Army at the time, but they weren't necessarily, from what I understand, part of the Free Syrian Army. And also described as Al Qaeda in Syria or Al Qaeda in the Levant. It's a Salafist jihad. Yeah, so they're fighting against. Yeah, I mean they're allied with the Free Syrian Army, but no, I don't support that. I disapprove of theocratic monarchy. I disapprove of religion in general. Okay. So that's a little bit of a misstatement there, I feel. Gotta keep getting calls and stuff, and I'm trying to record a Destiny thing. They did so much stuff, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to completely redo this when I'm not streaming. Completely redo this when I'm not streaming. I'm not gonna lie. So let me go to Vault. Let me get a quick charging fusion rifle. I'm anticipating getting a call back from the same person. So I'm going to be completely honest there. I bet you it's on a different fucking character. Isn't it? Probably. Okay. That's not good, by the way. Nope. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I don't have a fast charge fusion, but I do have this thing and this thing. Oh, fuck. Okay, don't care about that in the slightest. And I don't have any of those. And I don't have transport for that. character. I've never liked this. Thought I was about to be getting a call again.
シティの住人よ、我々が数多くの悲劇を乗り越えられたのは我々の持つ力のおかげであり、我々が人類としての責任を果たしてきたからだ。トラベラーは我々を選んだ。トラベラーがフォールンを見捨てたのは彼らが光にふさわしくなかったからだ。必要とあれば彼らは我々から奪おうとするだろう。ヴァンガードは道を見失った。彼らは暗黒を受け入れたのだ。そしてエラミスの従者たちをその腕の中へと招き入れた。失われた英雄らを祝福すると同時に彼らを殺した者たちとの共存を強要しているのだ。確かに果てなき夜は終わった。だが今ミスラックスとそのハウスはこの機会を利用してかつてのフォールンと同じことを繰り返そうとしている。欲望、虚飾、略奪、殺戮。私は未来をこの目で見てきた。それが変わることはない。地平線には今もなお嵐のごとき破滅が迫ってきている。だが希望が失われたわけではない。今フューチャーウォーカルトとニューモナーキーに忠誠を誓う者たちが町にいるフォールンたちを取り押さえている。オシリスの協力もあり、ベックスの力を安全に活用する手段を手に入れた。私はそれを用いてヴァンガードがやろうとしないことをやってみせる。裂け目を作りフォールンを宇宙の奥深くへ追放する。彼らがかつていた場所へ。人類を救えるのは我々だけだ。私は暗き未来を見てきた。この行為で私はやめろ。
Man, do I wish I knew. Oh. Wait, is there a whole other section now?
Here. こちらへガーディアン。サバスンが夢見る都市に現れるまで私は彼女の欺きを知りませんでした。彼女は私がワームを取り除けばオシリスを解放し黒き艦隊との戦いに手を貸すと持ちかけてきました。危険は承知でした。彼女が裏切るのは疑いようもありません。ですがワームから解放されたサバスンは無防備になる。玉座の世界の保護を失うわけですから。不死でなくなる。サバスンを体内の寄生虫と切り離すにはアウォー君の神秘の力を持つテクナウイッチが必要。生存者はわずか。多くが私を夢見る都市へと導く中、シバラスの奇襲を受け行方不明です。ですが今でもその精神を感じます。その神秘のコンパスが消えたテクナウイッチのもとへと導くでしょう。悪空間の道に再び明かりを灯し、彼女たちを私のもとに連れ戻してください。詳しい説明は我が怒りペトラ・ベンジが。
マラ女王がお伝えしたように、サバスンを虫の神から解放するには
I speak
行
with
方不明の
friends
テクナウィッチを救出する
in the
必要があり
country.
ます。その方法を教えます。宇宙というのは一枚一枚が積み上がったコインのようなものです。
Maybe.
一番上のコインが私たちの現実、そして一番下が
If it's
悪
about
空
how
間で
they're
す。
gonna fall or
その
whatever,
間に
then
は
probably
絡
not.
み合い形を変え続けるレイラインと呼ばれる複数の道が存在します。古い道の大半はすでに消滅しています。ですが 因果を超越した存在はそれを操り作り直せる。これが経路探索術です。行方不明のテクナウィッチたちは目印となるマーカーを残しながらレイラインを漂流しています。最初のマーカーの座標を教えます。調べるべきレイラインがわかるはずです。そして虫飼いの源泉を使い亀裂を開き、あなたに彼女たちを探させる。シブアラスは姉を捕まえようと躍起になっています。宿られた兵を味方につけた彼女は全力であなたを妨害してくるでしょう。いいですか？クロウが一緒に行こうとするでしょうが、マラも彼を手元に置きたがっています。テクナウィッチは私の指示でマラ女王の捜索に向かいました。彼のせいで失敗するわけにはいきません。
No. They are not in Idlib. I'll have to get season pass. Well, I don't get paid until late tonight, and so I don't have money right now. I don't personally have friends in Idlib. Now, some of the people I talk to know some people who know some people who live in Idlib. But I don't personally know anyone who lives there. Now, one of the people lived in Duma until, 2018. Just so that's known. And I believe they said they moved to
何かで
Al
きることはあるかな、ウォーロック。
クルーシブルの新人はなぜお前のようになれないのだ。お前くらいに頑丈だといいな。
ここはクルーシブルではありません。この世は完璧な場所ばかりではないのです。
Go see what's going on over in the Twitter land. But not seeing it. Can you send a link? Because, Free Syrian Army celebration to Taliban. Month ago, Syria's al-Assad reelected fourth term with 95% of the vote. He's going for it. Displace Syrians in Turkey, say Syria's elections are a sham, because they are. Why Iran is actively backing the Taliban for the first time. Page 4.
ライフリミット
I'm not seeing anything.
ゴーストの力は限られている。何が何でも生き残れ。
Yeah, I think 4 pages of Google should be enough for me to look through, and if I don't see anything related to that, and in fact many of the things have a must include struck out with Free Syrian Army because it
ラ
doesn't
イフは
include
あと3個だ。
the Free Syrian Army.
ダブルダウンだ。
Get ruined! Oh my god, new Donnie Boy.
敵のライフがなくなった。終わらせろ。相変わらず涼しい顔でやってのけるな、ウォーロック。最後
Okay,
のライフ
that
だ。
was good. He got me with the body.
残り1分。敵はもう復活できないぞ。
I just went on a fucking tear. Did you see that shit? Oh my god.
敵はあと1人だ。
Dude, Dawnblade is disgusting.
味方のライフがなくなった。
So, Camel, if you can find me a link for that and send it in, I'd be more than happy to look at it.
あと30秒。
Okay.
両チームともライフがない。終わらせろ。
You might have to send it to me on Twitter, though, because links are weird. They always just try and open up in my YouTube studio, and then it's like, oh, we can't find this link.
敵が全滅だ。
So, I will open up Twitter over here.
ラウンド開始。先制した。
Let me get this warm-up game in, and then I'm gonna record a live commentary as well. So I'm gonna have a few different things going on, you know? Burning, burning.
ライフは
Fuck.
あと3個だ。
Send a link then, please.
最後のライフだ。
I just looked it up and I showed on stream.
Life ライフがなくなった。集中して戦え。あと1分だ。
Oh, they are just steamrolling my team. That is thick.
敵のライフがなくなった。終わらせろ。
Woo!
あと30秒。
But yeah, if you have a link to send over here.
終わらせろ。今回はお前の負けだ。互角だ。だが勝ち負けを決める必要がある。
Okay, I'll take a look at that after this game. No, I didn't get the melee off. That sucks. That sucks. I should not have gone for that. I should have just done the double melee since he was...
あと1分。ライフの数では勝っているぞ。敵にはもうライフがない。倒せ。
I will take a look at this and see the legitimacy of its plans.
味方のライフがなくなった。あと30秒。両チームともライフがない。終わらせろ。
Yeah, I deserve that.
あと10秒。
I deserve that. You know what I should have grabbed?
エリアが作動した。生き残るための最後のあがきを見せ
But I
ろ。
didn't.
.不十分だった。だがこれで終わりではない。敵にリードされている。差を縮めろ。
It's okay. All I need is abilities and my weapons. Let's make this work. No coping. Whoa, that's a big radius there. Okay, so it's a picture on Twitter. Okay.
残り1分。敵のライフがなくなった。終わらせろ。 あと30秒。敵を倒せ。あと10秒。敵はあと1人だ。このラウンドはお前の勝ちだ。合格だ。だが勝ち負けを決める
Okay,
必要
so
があ
I
る。
actually did fine in that one. I have my super still. I can go shut them down now.
ライフはあと3個だ。あと1分。ライフの数では勝っているぞ。最後のライフだ。
Shoulder charge, should have realized that.
敵チームのライフがなくなった。潰せ。敵はあと1人だ。あと30秒。敵を倒せ。敵を粉砕してやった。マッチポイントだ。終わらせろ。ライフはあと3個だ。最後のライフだ。
Can't even get the double melee off before he kills me. Okay. We have one, maybe two more rounds left, depending. Damn! Okay, that's the team fire. They surely aren't on a fight. Yeah, I didn't think they were, because this is fucking freelance.
あと1分だ。
With two of my guys. Oh yeah, they win this round. Unless Levi can just pull it the fuck out. No, you're dead. Yeah.
敵がラウンドに勝利した。
I need to get my osmosis hand cannon and a good and like Prometheus lens,
真の戦いを見せてやれ。
or maybe a solar fusion.
ライフはあと3個だ。
Yeah, that's bad. That is definitely very bad. They came out fucking strong on that. I'll take that. I can't let him make orbs. That's way fucking worse. Plus, this puts me in position over here. Be able to...
あと1分。ライフの数は同じくらいだ。敵にはもうライフがない。倒せ。ライフがなくなった。
まりの雨を降らせてやれ。敵はあと1人だ。あと30秒。両チームともライフがない。終わらせろ。あと10秒。
Fuck. Come on, y'all. He just ran right at me. I
エリ
couldn't
アが
even
作
nail
動
him.
した。まだ終わっていないぞ。
And what I'm seeing is one tweet from one person who claims that. Okay, so if I look up Ibrahim bin Masood, will I come across him being like the leader of the Free Syrian Army or something?
敵を全滅させた。ライフも残っていない。完全勝利だ。
Okay,
お
he
前
has
の
a
生存への
Facebook.
執着
He
が敵を
has
潰した。よし。
medium thing. I don't see business owner. Supporting the White Helmets. Whatever a knitter is. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, a YouTube, apparently. With 107 subscribers. And yeah, Twitter.
As you can hear in the background, here in Idlib, the masajid are calling out. Assalamu alaikum. As you can hear in the background, here in Idlib, the masajid are calling out takbirat for the victory in Afghanistan at the hands of our brothers, the Taliban. The atmosphere here, the environment, the morale of the Muslimin is up in the skies. We are celebrating, like our people in Afghanistan are celebrating, the victory of our brothers at Taliban. A grand victory. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, so this is just some random dude. Yeah.
しなければならないタスクがあります。言ってください。もう少し。問題にはならないでしょう。
Wow, these people are disgusting on here.
ネズミが住んでたみたいだね。
So, yeah, this is, this is just one random guy on Twitter. I literally typed his name into Google and I don't see anything linking him to being like the leader of the Free Syrian Army or anything like that. He just seems to be a guy with a YouTube and a Facebook. Actually, no, that's not. Okay, yeah, he does have a YouTube. He has a Twitter. Yeah, he does have a Facebook. Yeah, that's just an Idlib. And I don't like extremists in that regard. There's, I mean, if you read the comments underneath that tweet that was linked, not the one that you linked to me, but the one that was linked in the one you linked to me, yeah, that's out there. fuck, though? This is some absolutely gnarly stuff. What Jerusalem Post? You didn't link a Jerusalem Post. What Jerusalem Post? Link it to me on Twitter, and I'll take a look at it. All I did was look at this tweet right here and the stuff underneath it. I read this tweet, watched this video, as you heard, or as other people will have heard. And then just a bunch of either bile or people being like, hey, like, maybe don't downplay this because of this. Pretty sure these people were not happy about this whole situation. Which, you know, I'm sure is a correct take, considering all the people who don't like it. No, they're probably not, actually. I hate to break it to you, but it's a little different with them than it is with the Free Syrian Army and shit. For one, there's the backing of a lot more people. Well, no, there's been a long-ass civil war. Over half the population has been displaced. Like, I can assume that people aren't happy there. No, more people support Rojava. I'm not saying there are more people in Rojava. I'm saying more people support it. Don't confuse me. Don't confuse what I'm saying there. I don't know why I did that. I should be in here. Anyways, getting... Do I get that? Do I get... Could get a Skyburns out. What is a solid energy weapon I have that is solar, that is not? Nope, they live there too. Not running other people's countries, they live there. There we go. Okay, so let's dump that, let's dump that, let's dump that. Boom. Bare bones. Let's dump that, let's dump that. Boom. Now we have that. If I run this, disagree.
今日はパトロール任務があるの。仕事中に何か音楽を聴きたいの？
誰が仕切ってるのかを知りたいだけなんだ。
Alright, so we have that going on.
うまくできれば視覚に入って不意打ちできる。操作できなくてもいいよ。
Suppose this is
ただの爆弾だか
so
ら。
I don't need it. I don't care about any of that.
操作できなくてもいいよ。ただの爆弾だから。
Why not?
操作できなくてもいいよ。ただの
I'm
爆弾だから。
perfectly willing to allow people to move here and have a say in my democratic process. Perfectly fine. Does it trigger you that people don't like hate
クルーシブルの
that?
対戦を見損ねたのか。残念だな。
Like, does it make you upset?
測定値が出ない。またアンテナがずれてる。気に入らないだろうね。
アーカイブには限界があるのだろうか。データセットは誰が仕切ってるのかを知りたいだけなんだ。
Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with like people moving here and having a say in the process. The problem is that Syria's not like an actual democracy and their shit is all sham. And it's also a brutal, repressive government. But see, they keep getting oppressed and killed under the Syrian Republic. So they don't want that to continue. That's why they're fighting Assad. Or looking for their own fucking space because y'all keep fucking killing them and hating them. For fucking what? They lived under the Syrian Republic for decades. Oh, bullshit. You know where I see that line of argumentation? The fascists here in America, buddy. Oh, the black people who have all been killed? They were all criminals. Guess what? Not fucking true, buddy. They got aggressed upon. The reason that the entire Civil War fucking started was because they got aggressed upon. They did a bit of a fucking protest, and they got killed by the Syrian government for being incited by a different group of people. I know how this started. I know how it went down. I know that there was oppression of Kurds. So they decided, you know what? Fuck Assad. The people here keep discriminating against us. Fuck them. And it's people like you right now, Camel, who continue to push bullshit narratives to justify in your own fucking brain the oppression of an ethnic group. No, they didn't. No, they fucking didn't. Don't you lie. It was well documented. It's the entire start of the Syrian civil war. What the fuck are you talking about? It's the reason the whole fucking war started. You are just bold-faced lying right now. To me. To my face. Again, to justify in any way you can the treatment of an ethnic minority that you dislike. Oh, you're going with conspiracism now. Yes. This doesn't disprove anything I fucking said. The location isn't what matters. The groups and actions taken are what matters. Full fucking team. Jesus Christ, we're gonna get rolled. Another great thing about social media, everybody, is you have access to Dylan Burns TV, Dylan Burns on Twitch, on YouTube, Dylan Burns TV, on Twitter at Dylan Burns 1776. Dude is a foreign policy guru. Wow, that was out of nowhere. Wow. They get handled different now. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna get real annoying real fast. Pretty much off spawn. Alright. No, you were harming them long before they decided to do anything about it, okay? You can't just look at the start of the fucking war and go, oh, this is where the harm started. No, you started the harm. You far-right parties. You, Bashar al-Assad, this was on all of you. Just like if there is a major, like, rise up in civil war from black people and stuff here in America, and they target white people, it would be our fault for not addressing the discrimination that we place on them. Like, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Honestly, I want us to be able to address the institutionalized violence that we put on people. Who is this guy? I don't think he's missed a single headshot the entire game. Sliding or not, he just doesn't miss. Yeah, see, he almost killed me right then and there. Is he gonna burn? But I am honestly very tired of that particular fucking narrative. Oh, ignore the oppression that we caused. They are harming us. Like, no, you son of a bitch. You started the harm. You can't point to them because they are now reacting. No, it's not. I promise you it's fucking not. The reason the Syrian civil war even started was because of Bashar al-Assad and his poor treatment of That's not what would happen if Bashar al-Assad is removed from power. Also wouldn't happen. There are smart ways to go about it. You are thinking very narrowly, and you are just trying to use fear-mongering bullshit. And guess what? I see through it, because I'm not a fascist. You're using the same fear-mongering that the US government fucking uses to justify intervention. I see through it, buddy. I am not gonna fall for it. Like, look, I'm trying very hard not to be mean to you because I care about you as a person, and being mean to people doesn't do much. Being mean to institutions. No, that's not at all it. Jesus Christ, that's a huge fucking deflection and a reach. It started because Assad's forces came in to stop a fucking protest, and they mowed down specifically Kurdish protesters. Done. That was it. That started the whole fucking thing. Yeah, mainly the killing of Kurds. That's a big one. And also, I mean, fuck. Let's see. Let's scroll down here and let's find the the war crimes section. Look at that. An entire section dedicated specifically to war crimes. What the fuck do you know? How many other people on Wikipedia have that? Well, Hitler, Stalin. Camel, I'm going to say this one more time. Once. The location does not fucking matter. The people involved and the acts that followed. Those are the things that matter. Two things. People involved, acts that followed. Acts that built up to it, acts, the lead up, the acts that were the cause, and the follow. Plus the groups involved. No, not made up crap. It's all been fucking verified. Jesus Christ, you will do everything to justify whatever Assad does just because you think it's in Syria's best interest. No. None of it is in Syria's best interest. Nothing he does is in Syria's best interest. Why do you think the entire fucking world hates him? Except for Putin, who's a fascist. No. No, see, okay, you are looking at this again from a fascistic point of view. Land is for whoever wants to fucking live there, for one. Straight up. Syria doesn't belong to Syrians. Europe doesn't belong to Europeans. Blah, 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 fucking blah. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't care about nations. I care about the people. The people who want to live in those areas. I don't give a fuck. Land for those people. Oil shouldn't even be bothered with. So, no. You're dealing with me, not with other fucking people, okay? Don't lie to me, because I can find out. And B, don't use fascist fucking arguments to try and justify what you want. Directly to you, Camel. I'm not a fan of that. I will call it out. You are literally using the most far-right kind of talking points that you can fucking use. You're fear-mongering. You are dismissing actual war crimes that are verified by multiple independent fucking sources, buddy. I guarantee you dismissed the chemical weapons attack in Duma that he absolutely 100% did. I'm not saying allegedly on this one. He fucking did it. He's been doing it. There's like 37 proven instances as a conservative estimation. 37 total instances of chemical weapons attacks by Assad in Syria. Syrian civil war started because of targeted killing of Kurdish protesters because they'd faced enough discrimination that they decided to protest, and then they got fucking killed for it. Now there's a goddamn civil war because Assad is a brutal fucking dictator. You claim, like, this is the problem I have with you fascist types. I've fully come back around to that. Yes, Camel, you are a fascist. Because I looked into the SSN, the SSNP, and dug around, and no, they are not left-wing in any fucking regard. Social nationalism is considered to be a somewhat left-wing ideology. No. No. See, the thing is, cruise missiles were launched, yes, not on Duma. On a nearby airfield where there was a chemical weapons manufacturing plant. Guess what? After the cruise missiles hit that area, no more chemical weapons attacks. Huh. What the fuck do you know? Duma itself, not touched by cruise missiles. It was investigated. I read the report, and I read the supposed whistleblower shit. I read them both. And I've listened to like 8 different fucking sources on this whole thing. I've listened to people who are like, Aaron Mate and the Gray Zone shit. I've listened to people who are like, Patrick Hillsman and shit. I've listened to people who live in Syria, as I've said. I've listened to people who agree with those narratives from Assad and Putin. I've talked to people from fucking Russia before. The people who agree with Putin on this shit. I've talked to a bunch of and listened to a bunch of different perspectives. And guess what? The OPCW report is the correct and legitimate report. There was a legitimate investigation. Assad and Putin's forces kept the OPCW out of the area for 2 fucking weeks, citing security concerns. Never gave any information about those security concerns. Apparently tried to clean up the fucking place. How are you confused? What is confusing? I think you're confused because you don't understand. You don't grasp what I'm getting with what I'm getting at. It's pretty simple. The SSNP is fascists. Yes. Assad is fascistic. There's a slight difference. He is a dictator. He has some fascistic tendencies. I don't know about outright fascist. Putin is a fascist. Yes, I'll say that. Um, but no, not. I don't know what you mean. We all. But yeah, your rhetoric, the things you've espoused as your beliefs, all of that lines up with fascists. I don't think you do. I think you have a disconnect when it gets down to things like this. You have a very rapid reactionary response to everything. Like you just fire off as a reaction, automatic defenses of Assad, just off the dome. Even though shit is verified, you just go, nope, all bullshit, all made up. Like, literally on the same level as a Nazi looking at me and going, Holocaust? Nope, didn't happen, all made up. Like, that's literally the level you're operating at. Not even a nuance of, well, I think some of this was exaggerated to try and justify invasion of Syria, which, by the way, if we were trying to justify an invasion of Syria, why the fuck did all we do is launch some cruise missiles at an empty airfield? Why not boots on the ground? Like, why did we not do that if that was the goal? If we were trying to manufacture consent on this, that's another big element that I see. Oh, you just want to come in and take Syria's land and oil. If we wanted to do that, we would have fucking done it. Like, straight up. Would have just gone in, boots on the ground, just like we did in Afghanistan, just like we did in Iraq. We went into fucking Pakistan without their permission. Like, what do you mean? America does that all the time. So if they wanted to drum up fucking war fervor against Syria, if they wanted to invade Syria, they would have done it. And guess what? They didn't fucking do it. Like, you act exasperated, but you keep coming out here with lies that are provable lies. Or weird shit like the tweet from a guy who is celebrating, even though he's like nobody that I've been able to find is anything on. Jamal Maruth is the leader of the Free Syrian Army, so it's not that guy that. Yeah, it's not that Ibrahim bin Masoud that you said earlier. It's this guy. Are there images of him? Yeah. Like, boom. Oh, no, 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 no. No. That's not true. No, Camel, that's not true. For one, American aggression. Yeah, a small bombing on an empty airfield, which, from literally all reports that I've been able to find, 0 casualties. No, America sucks. See, this is another thing that you fascist types like to do, is you take a look at a statement where I'm criticizing a thing, and you go, oh, America's just the greatest. America's the second coming of Christ. Anyone who opposes it is a far-right fascist. No. No, that's hyperbolic. That's you freaking out because I am able to look at a situation with actual facts, verified shit, and go, hey, I think that guy's fucked up. And you immediately think, oh, he wants America to invade. I don't want America to invade. I've said this multiple fucking times. I even said it to you in this stream. I don't want America to do shit over there except provide support, maybe with like logistics, to maybe the FSA, definitely to Rojava. I don't really like the FSA personally. I still think that Assad should be overthrown by the people who live in Syria. It's a brutal fucking dictator. I don't like Assad. He is fascistic. The SSNP is even further right than he is. So, come on. I mean, literally, one of your biggest international representatives, Partisan Girl, on Twitter, is friends with fucking David Duke, who is an actual white supremacist, like an actual Nazi in America, who wants to eradicate Jewish people and non-white people in general. So, not sure. Not sure what your public outreach is doing there, having one of your biggest international representatives be actual friends with an actual member of the actual KKK, like the actual former Grand Wizard of the fucking KKK. No. No, they're not. I've also talked to a lot of foreign nationalists, and they say things like, "Oh, we would accept them as long as they live under the rule of the republic." And well, considering that they're literally fighting because they were oppressed under that exact system and they were brutalized, there's a good reason for them to fucking fight. So yeah, you would accept them back so that you can have second-class citizens that you abuse and push through fucking labor camps and shit. You can force them to do work that nobody else would other people wouldn't do. You can force them into piss poor fucking positions in society. You can brutalize them, and then your lives will be better because of it. And that's why you would accept them until you get tired of them and then you kill them. This is a scenario I have seen and heard about played out over and over and over and over and over and over, and that is not the way things should happen. This is always the way it is with fucking nationalists of all types. They always come out and they're like, no, we're a peaceful nationalist. We just want. No. Even fucking Gandhi was a racist shit. Well, you don't really live free under fucking Assad. I'll tell you that right now. No, definitely beg. If people aren't being taken care of in the appropriate manner by society, then yeah, begging is go right the fuck ahead. There's literally nothing wrong with you trying to do what you can to take care of yourself in that situation. So, what are you, some sort of Islamic fundamentalist? No, you're not. Hell, I'm not even fully free here in America. Literally labeled like the freest in the world. Let's see. Political rights -3, civil rights 3 out of 60. Hmm. Was the head of government or other chief national authority elected through free and fair elections? No. Were the current national legislative representatives elected through free and fair elections? No. No. 0 points. 0 points. 0 points. 0 on freely elected head of government national legislative representative determine the policies of the government. No. Nope. Nope. Are safeguards against official corruption strong and effective? Nope. 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 No. 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 I didn't say anything about you being anti-Semitic. Although there is some concern of that. That is not the claim I made. Understand the comparison. This is the exact same thing I've seen other fucking fascists and alt-right adjacent people do, where they hear a comparison between a defense of somebody's defense of something and a Nazi's defense of the Holocaust, and they go, "Oh, so you're calling me anti-Semitic?" No, I'm making a comparison about the way you defend or the way you would act in a situation, given the historical precedent of the founding ideology of like the founding principles of your ideology. So I am looking at free and independent media. Fuck no, there's not free independent Syrian media. Are individuals free to practice and express their religious faith or non-belief in public and private? Uh, the president has to be a Muslim, but outside of that, oh yeah, see that's another thing. There is the IS, which persecuted religious activity that did not conform to its version of Sunni Islam, was militarily defeated in Syria in March 2019. However, the militant group has since worked to recruit and intimidate the residents of the Al-Hol camp in the northeast. 70,000 people, including are held there by Kurdish forces. So, not really the ability to worship the way you feel like. So, freedom of assembly? No. Oh, what do you know? Looking over all these points and stuff, it appears that they fail at being free. No, I reject your fucking bullshit duality here. There's a billion other options. Lose your identity. What do you mean? Syria not be Syria anymore? What does that even fucking mean? If you call it Syria and you call yourself Syrian, then it's Syria. Guess what? There are black people in America who call themselves American, and there's also white people in America who call themselves American, and there's people from Asia, and there's people from Latin America, and from fucking everywhere. The Middle East, there's Afghans and there's Kurds and there's fucking everyone in America, and they're all called American. The country is still America. You're not gonna lose your fucking identity. Although I wouldn't give a shit if all countries lost their national identity and just identified as, hey, we're all goddamn people on this fucking planet. Why don't we work together? We all need the same basic shit. Huh, I wonder why that is. Maybe because of all the far right fucking parties that keep pushing this bullshit that push people into groups like Al Qaeda. And also American occupation, which we're pulling out. Are we doing it responsibly? Fuck no. We're leaving. We're taking that rug out from underneath them. Them, the Taliban, ISIS, fucking all the people who use our presence there as a recruitment tactic. Yeah, I'm pulling the rug out from under them on that one. We're fucking out. Okay, but they're not going to. That's the point I'm trying to get. Like, seriously. The point I'm trying to get to is you have a billion other choices than to just fucking ardently back and defend Assad at every fucking point, make excuses for shit. I mean, it'd be one thing if you were like, yeah, I don't like what he's doing. I do believe that I didn't call you a racist. I think it's pretty obvious. We're done here, Camel. As far as this particular discussion, when you're getting to the point where you're throwing out random bullshit and talking about foreign nationalists that are more accepting of others than left cancer communists, no, no. For one, I talk to a lot of fucking communists. I talk to a lot of people who claim to be communists that really aren't. And I also talk to a lot of outright fucking fascists because they don't have any shame on Twitter because they don't have to show their face. Which I don't have to. Like, I literally never have to. I could just run like this. I used to before I got a camera. I could change my profile picture to some stupid shit on Twitter and just never show my face, and y'all would never fucking know. But I don't fear reprisal. People trying to reach out to my mom and dad or anybody and going, oh, did you know your son's a fucking anarchist and wants to abolish the state? They'd be like, yeah, we know. We're disappointed in him. But then again, hate to say it, but if you support Trump, I really don't take any. No, I mean, I get it. It's different for you. You live in a completely different fucking situation. I'm talking about fascists in America when I say that. Not, not you, Camel. That's a completely different fucking situation, bro. I don't. I'm not taking a jab at you on that. Well, if you did show your face on Twitter and shit, I would honestly immediately be like, you don't live in fucking Syria under those conditions, showing your face on Twitter. No, no. The fact you don't have your face as a profile picture made me believe that you live in Syria more than if you had a profile picture. Honestly. I'm going to be back. Yeah, that's why I actually think that Ibrahim guy that you linked is kind of an idiot if he's actually in Idlib and he's just posting like videos and pictures of his face and location and shit all the time. Woo! But I will be back here in a moment. So enjoy.
The kid's too smart to ever learn, too on fire to feel the burn of desires all around him.
Alright. I'm back for a bit. I do have a big ass fucking day tomorrow. So, there is that. You know what? We'll get a game in, and then, yeah, I'll probably end up calling it, as it is almost 7 o'clock. That'll put me at definitely over the 2 hour mark there. And then I've got some work I gotta do on the side, and, wait. Okay. Can I sign in? Can I make a... Do 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 do. Trying to see if I can do something else and upgrade. There we go. Cool. Alright, well. I'm still waiting for this fucking game to load. But it doesn't seem to want to. Let's go here. I really don't think it is pointless, Camel. I'd prefer you to stay and actually listen to some of the ideas. I don't think you actually do. But I would prefer if you stayed. I do like the back and forth. Okay. Hmm.
ライフリミット。頭を使って戦え。死ぬたびに窮地に追い込まれるぞ。
I haven't given up on you, Camel. Just so you know.
ライフはあと3個だ。最後のライフだ。最後まで戦え。
There haven't been any countries destroyed. What do you mean? Fascists have destroyed more countries than anything I want.
味方のライフがなくなった。あと1分だ。
Oh. What I want is closer to anarchist Spain back in the day, you know? But nationalism has destroyed way more fucking countries.
今回は敵を倒すことはできなかった。
Nationalism has kept India in shitty conditions. Nationalism has withheld a lot of fucking countries. It destroyed Germany. Absolutely obliterated that shit. Oh, it had major impacts on the Soviet Union and shit too, so.
ライフはあと3個だ。
Really not entirely sure, like, what you're talking about. Like, how many countries need to be destroyed. That's what I would say to you. That has nothing to do with what I advocate for, buddy.
残り1分。敵はもう復活できないぞ。よし。真の戦いはここからだ。敵はあと1人だ。
We win.
敵を粉砕してやった。
Israel, it has a fairly fascistic ethno-nationalist government.
同点だ。勝利できるのは
And it's only propped up by the U.S. Israel is a shit country. The U.S. is kind of a shit country, too.
ライフはあと3個だ。
I'll admit it. Like, I dislike Israel. Like, what do you want? I'm a fucking leftist. I don't like nationalism. I especially don't like ethno-nationalism.
ライフがなくなった。集中して戦え。
I literally just told you I do not like them. What the fuck are you talking about, Camel? See, this is what I mean when I say I don't think you're actually listening to what I'm saying. I'm not.
あと1分しかない。
What? No, I'm definitely not. I mean, you will use anything that you can, misunderstanding or not, to justify your stance. So, I don't know. That's what it seems to be. I'm literally saying very consistent shit justifying my stance. I don't like Bashar al-Assad because he's a brutal dictator that oppressed the Kurds. And I'm also saying I don't like Israel because it does the same thing to Palestinians, except it's more fascistic, and it's also engaging in an act of genocide. Open apartheid. When I say I don't like Israel, and you come out with, oh, you're supporting Israel, you support the fascist Israel apartheid state, I have to assume that you aren't paying attention to what I'm actively saying. Like, seriously, I'm being very fucking consistent here. I don't like either of them. I don't know what you mean. Is your stance it's okay because you just call everybody fascist, or what? Because I mean, if I'm gonna call fascists fascist, that's just what it is. My team doesn't know how to stay with me at all. What did you expect to happen? Alright, so I'm just gonna have to decimate them. Oh, I would like things to be a utopia. I don't expect anything ever to be a utopia. So, no. I'm not a utopia dreamer. You're dreaming of a utopia where you get to fucking be an imperialist shit and take over another country. Because you used to have the control over it. Well, guess what? You don't have control over it. You haven't in like 80 fucking years. It's not yours. Jordan, Lebanon, Palestine / Israel, not yours. You don't get fucking absolute control over a territory because you used to own it. No, it's not natural Syria. Imperialists didn't break it up. The Ottoman Empire dissolved, buddy. I looked into the fucking history of it. I don't give a fuck about your natural Syria in the way that it used to be 80 fucking years ago. The people of Jordan identify with the country of Jordan. So guess what? There's multiple ethnicities there. They're not being fucking discriminatory about who can move there, as far as I'm aware. But it's Jordan. It's not Syria. It's Lebanon. It's not fucking Syria. I don't give a fuck about how it was 80 years ago. Because that's not how it is today. And what I'm worried about is how the people today feel about these things. Up to a degree. I mean, if they're just like, no, we're going to discriminate against all these people and we're going to do an ethnic fucking cleansing against groups. No, I don't agree with that. But if they want to go, no, we don't want to be a part of Syria under Syria's fucking rule, under the fucking thumb of Bashar al-Assad, we'd rather stay Jordan, then guess what? They're fucking Jordan, buddy. And considering they aren't chomping at the bit to be reunited with Syria, I don't give a fuck about how you feel about that situation. You want to engage in imperialism and take over countries because they used to be part of your land. Guess what? That's the exact same thing Israel's doing. Oh, this is Israel. It's historically our land. We're gonna take it. Fuck whoever's here already. fuck whoever's been living here, fuck the way that things are, the way things are supposed to be. Guess what? You're using the exact same argument to try and take Jordan as the Zionists that you claim to be against used to take fucking Palestine. You can be upset that I'm pointing out your inconsistencies here. But that's on you. That's not me. That's you. Because you seem to think I'm susceptible to far right talking points, I guess. But you've been hit too much with the far right shit, and I don't know if you could be reached because you just fucking go off the wall, dude. When you're saying that everyone who was killed in the Syrian civil war by Assad was just thieves and thugs, you've fucking gone off the deep end. I am a person who wants a better world. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Oh, fuck the Supreme Court. But they're not. Rojava is not thugs and thieves. Rojava are people who do work, who cultivate an area, who don't want to live under your imperialist thumb, who are tired of the oppression that Bashar al Assad sanctioned and allowed and perpetuated, that I guarantee you perpetuated. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's just figure this out right now. Let's see. SSNP targeting Kurdish people. Turkey may have helped. No, let's see. Civilians abused in safe zones. Syrian National Army. How Afrin became hell for Kurds. Syria's war liberates Kurdish women as it oppresses others. That is a problem. Syrian National Army. Yep. Doing fuck shit. So, yeah, it seems that, fucking UN report says Kurds and Yazidis targeted by Turkish-backed. Okay. U.S. sanctions Turkish-backed Syrian militia for human rights. Civilians abused. Yeah. I see nothing but headlines of Turkey and Syria abusing Kurdish people. I wonder why they would not want to be under fucking Assad's thumb. I wonder. I wonder why. Does that even make any fucking sense? I wonder why. Maybe it could be because Assad is a fucking dictator and they're tired of his shit. I didn't even get to go over a whole bunch of the Destiny shit. Jesus Christ. So I'm going to do a quick rundown and then I'm going to go and make a video off stream where I can actually talk about this shit. So there's a bunch of updates here, and then apparently when Witch Queen drops, they're going to be doing away with like this, and they're going to move it over to a system closer to this right here, and you'll get like more customization with aspects and fragments and blah blah blah. So that seems like it's going to be fun and pretty cool. Um, there are going to be hive guardians now, which is fucking sick as fuck. Oh my god. Weapon customization and like crafting is coming. There's legacy raids and a matchmaking playlist for them and for trials. Honestly, Camel, you have a good night. I do wish for you to stay safe, and I want Syria to be better, but not in the way that you seem to envision it. So take care, okay? Seriously, have a good night, and I do hope to see you back in here more. Maybe we just don't touch on Syria very much. Talk about mutual aid or something next time. Just show you the shit that I'm going, like the reasons that I think of the way I do. Take care. I'm actually, yeah, gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. So they made changes already. The ones that I'm super hype about are these. Anything that's burning, if you kill them, they blow up. Phoenix dive is directional now. They all of this counts as shit. They updated this, so it's super fucking good. Um, um, oh shit, oh shit. What would be my 80 something if I have this on? So if I actually come over to here, I can grab that. That's nice. So they changed. Nova Warp now does an explosion on cast, and then you can charge and move at normal speed. So that's fun. They nerfed Middle Tree. They tweaked stasis a little bit more, but not much. They added in this sick new seasonal thing. Linear fusion rifle that goes in the energy slot, kind of like Arbalest. Wait, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. Probably melee kills. But yep, that is going to be it from me on here tonight. Yeah. I may actually make this video and then go over to Twitch or go to Twitch and record this video at the same time. I don't know. I'll figure that one out. Take care, everybody. I seriously have a good one. Let's push for a better world. We need to be promoting good policy while we have it, as well as doing direct actions, mutual aid, shit like that, to try and like show the population that what we can do by not relying on the benevolence of big business.